today, and on the set of Windy City Live in Chicago with the two stars of Windy City Live, the lovely Val Warner.
Thank you,
and
Mark.
how do I describe Ryan?
The
handsome, the hot hunk.
I like it.
Ryan Chiaverini.
Yeah, when you said lovely, I wasn't sure which way you were going to go.
You want lovely?
I like the latter. The latter works better, yeah.
Hot hunk.
Okay, 7 seasons for Windy City Live. Would you believe it? I mean, I remember the day it all began. Did you think it would be going on this long?
You know, it was so hard to see that far in the future. We were so focused on trying to get on the air. I mean, we left our other jobs months before. Remember, Val? We started. We wouldn't know what to do in the office every day. We were
3 months
coming
we were
in.
here. Well, I guess. You
Yeah.
were already in the building. I came from another station.
Right. So it was so much work just to get on the air for the first season, right? So I don't think we thought at that moment that we could go 7 years. At least I didn't. I don't know. Did you think so, Val?
Not quite. Yeah.
I thought, honestly, I thought if we got 5 seasons, it'd be successful.
Right.
And so now
Now
here
you
we
can't
are.
even remember year 5, can you?
Yeah, no, I can't
It's
remember
just
last
like,
week.
yeah, they go by so fast.
And how has it changed for you? Obviously, your life's a little altered. You had to move. You're more in the city living today. I mean, did you have this pictured so many years ago or not?
I think Ryan answered it best. It was so far to see, so hard to see this far down the line. We hope for it, and we hope for another 7 years or 20 years. That would be lovely to have a long run because, folks in Chicago really appreciate having their own talk
Local
show.
flair.
We belong to them, and they feel like this is a part of them and their family and the fabric of the city. So I'm just tickled pink to be a part of it. You're right. I mean, a lot has changed. Ryan and I talk about seeing my kids grow on this show.
Crazy.
When I started this show, Max, I don't even know if he was exactly 3. He was turning 3 that year.
Yeah.
Zoe was 7, turning 8 maybe. And now I have a high schooler and a
No
4th
way.
grader. Yeah.
Yeah, and I
so-
still have none.
Yeah.
Still have none.
Yeah.
So we better stick around a long time so you can see my kids grow up on the show.
True. We need another 20 years.
Now, I have to say, being here today, and I highly recommend everyone to come out here. I mean, the show is energized on television, but I think you have no idea how energized it is here in the studio.
We tell people
These
that.
guys have a lot of fun. Tell us a little bit about your day. I mean, you must go home and be like, oh,
Yeah, I get to do that. Val has to. She starts her second job, which is mom, and so sometimes.
Which in 42 minutes, 43
Yes.
minutes, I will be outside of St. Ignatius waiting
and,
for
Right.
and is your mom being exactly mom? You do everything the moms do at home.
You know what, Mark? Probably to a fault. I'm so hands-on that I don't hire anybody. People have been telling me for a long time, when are you going to get some help? When are you going to get an assistant? When are you going to get a
Right,
nanny?
I'm like $1,000 an hour. I'm reasonable.
I like it. I like being involved. I like knowing what's going on with them. That's to me, one of the highlights of this job for me is that I can still do this job. I can be with the folks at home in their living rooms every day, and then I can still be mom. I get my kids off to school, and I'm there to pick them up, and that's really, really important.
Right. It's funny because we live such different lives. We get along so well, but we live such different lives, and so we can kind of fill each other in. She's like, oh, what'd you do this weekend? I bet you were out with the guys. You were on a boat. You were going on a date. You were having fun. And I was like, oh, what did you do? Oh, I made lunches.
Went to Sam's Club.
And that is a question a lot of people ask because Ryan and Val are so together on the screen. How much is it off of the screen?
Well, we just got to see Chris Rock together.
Yeah,
we were front row to Chris Rock, thankfully. We got invited to the show.
Thanks for asking.
Yeah, we got invited, and it was amazing. So we try to still get out a lot. We went to Bruno Mars together.
Yes.
So we've seen some shows recently, and on the weekend, once in a while, she gets to sneak out, and I tell her, so you got to go out and still
He
have
told me
fun.
to rent Bad Moms. He
Yes.
told me to watch Bad
Have you
Moms
seen that
because
movie?
he says.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Oh, it's a good
We'll watch
movie.
it.
Really?
But basically, the premise is there's a mom who wants to do everything. She helps with the homework. She does the project. She's
Right.
dropping off. She's running to soccer practice. She's late for work. She's trying to do everything that she wants to be such a good mom. That by the end of the movie, she's like, maybe I'm too good of a mom. I should be a bad mom.
Yeah.
So she starts making them do their own stuff. They got to figure everything out.
Starts partying a little.
Yeah, partying a little. She's
Don't
like, they're
take
on
that
their own.
road, Val.
Yeah. Just be a medium bad
A
mom,
version
not a total
of it.
bad mom. But I'm like, you need to watch that because you need to let loose a little bit. So we still,
Yeah.
obviously we have our separate lives out of here, but we still spend a lot of time together. Because when I go to a show, I knew she would love to go to Chris Rock, so I got invited. And the first person I said, "Do you have another ticket? Because I want Val to see the show."
Yeah. And
She
it
would
was-
appreciate it, and we could laugh about it in the office.
Yeah.
We still are.
Now he's converted me.
Oh.
I'm a big Chris Rock fan.
medium bad. Once in a while.
Okay, and season 7, can you give any little tidbits? Anything might be coming up? Is it bigger stars this season?
We hope so.
Okay.
We hope so. You know, it's funny
Each
because the
other's
stars, it's all bases on when they have a movie, when they're going to be in
Right.
town. Obviously, we're always going for the big star when they're in
Right.
town, but the biggest thing we've been doing in season 7 is really finding some of these heart stories because people really like to see that.
Right, like one you had today, for anybody who saw
Yeah.
today's show, fantastic story about a girl that wanted to do something very special for her mom, who dedicated her life, took care of her mom when she was ill, and she got a room full of furniture.
Right.
It was wonderful, and a little spa treatment. And that's great. There are a lot of, I like to call them human interest stories that
absolutely.
are out there, and that is fantastic. So we'll be seeing much more of that.
Yeah, that's the big thing. I mean, obviously, we want to get the stars, and we love celeb power too, but you got to tell the story of the everyday Chicagoans doing great things. And we've been able to do that with our 4-star Chicago MPs, and now the surprises. People love being surprised. Right now, next week, we want to do a makeover show. If you know anybody that like has a big long beard or something, you know, like the ZZ Top look.
Okay.
We want to shave that thing. We want to do a makeover, or a woman that feels like she needs to be made over for whatever reason. We're telling everybody to send us an email, WCL@WindyCityLive.com, with a picture and your story.
And those makeovers are remarkable.
Yeah,
as you know.
They're fun to see.
Yes,
Fun to
they
see
are.
everything.
It is unbelievable. And finally, for anyone out there that wants to come and see Windy City Live, how do they get tickets?
WindyCityLive.com/tickets. And we're going to start a new game, Break the Bank, which we've had, not so new, but we're bringing it back. And where you can win some money just by coming to see us in the audience.
Right, and the tickets are free unless you want to pay us. You can, but the tickets are absolutely free. A lot of people don't realize that. Like they're like, "How much of the tickets do they cost?" I said, "They're free.
Right.
Just go online and then come down." But we've been very fortunate. Chicago supported us 7 seasons, and we're packed just about every day in here. So it's really
And
nice.
also, this is quite a studio that you guys are in with a lot of history behind it.
yeah.
Isn't this the room Oprah began in?
Yep.
Yeah. Who is
AM
she? Who is
Chicago?
she?
Oh.
No, obviously.
Right there.
Yeah, AM Chicago. Oprah started in this room. I think back in the day, the news was in this room.
Yep.
So this is a very historic studio and just a great place. So if you are looking for a lot of fun, come out, see these two right here. That will make it a lot of fun and make it a special day. Anything else you guys want to add?
That's it. Come see us.
Yes.
Come down to
thank you, guys.
Windy City Live.